Hello everyone, Tammy here. Welcome to my channel. Today I am mixing it up just a bit. I am doing Mandala Monday. I do this every now and then. It's been a long time, but I have a lot of new subscribers, and so I thought I would share how I make my mandalas. But before I get started, I am just lighting my candle to remind me that I am to be mindful of my creative time in here and to try not to think about what's going on outside the doors and yeah, just be here with all of you. So I want to, now that the candle's lit and before I get started into my mandala making, I do want to say that we, Carol and I came up with a theme for December for hashtag Let's Make Together 2025. And it's just, the tag is Happy Holiday. So it's basically anything goes for the holidays. So if you're doing a December daily, if you're making a journal, if you're making bookmarks, if you're making cards, tags, pocket, gift tags, tags for journals, pockets, whatever you're making, that's what we're celebrating this month. Hashtag Happy Holiday and hashtag Let's Make Together 2025. Make sure you tag Carol at Free Spirit Arts and myself. And yeah. Okay, now we're gonna get with the mandala making. Okay. So first I just made 2 mandalas last week. Just busy doing other stuff, but I wanted to share. Yeah, so this is one of them. And I love these browns and pinks together. Oh, I think they look so good. But there's that. And then this one, I just finished this one last night. And very pretty, wintry. And that's the end of my book. So I pulled out a new book. I think it's the same. Oh no, this is a lighter paper. Is it lighter or heavier? I never remember when the number's bigger. Is that lighter or heavier? Oh yeah, this is lighter. Okay, so it's still the same. It's extra large, mixed media. This is rough. Yeah, this is maybe a little bit smoother. I noticed this is it looks a little more yellow, but I'm not sure if that's just the lighting. Same size, 9 by 12. This one is 98. This one's 114 pounds. So that's that. And I do have, I usually use the back page of my sketchbook to be test colors. So I have this side, but then I started getting smart and numbering them, especially with my tombos, because they don't have color names on them. They just have the numbers. So I did that. I didn't do it with every color, but I will eventually. So that's that. I need to grab, I use micron pens to draw my mandalas. Don't see a micron. Let me see. I'm going to grab one over here if I can find one that's to my liking. I think all my good ones are downstairs, but I'm going to make do. Okay. So this is the one I'm going to use. It's a Pigma Micron 05. I like to use 05 or higher, so 05 or 08 to draw my mandalas. I like to have a thicker line, but for some of the detail work, I use a smaller nib, like a 1. So there you go. But I do like the microns. I am very heavy-handed, which means I push harder than I need to, and these stand up pretty well to my abuse. But when I started doing mandalas, I saw some people online doing them, and mostly through Zentangle. So I was watching, and this was at least 15 years ago, and I saw people doing Zentangle inside of mandalas, and I got very interested, and then I found these on Etsy. They're Genevieve's mandala stencils, and they're just dots. So a lot of people use like a compass, and they will draw circles very lightly with pencil, and then they will make their mandala pattern or draw their pattern from the circles. These obviously make circles, but they're just dots. So, and this is my second set. I had, the first set she sold were much thinner than these, and they were also blue, and one of them tore, and then I ended up giving the other 2 to my next door neighbor. So this is 22.5 degrees. So this, I would make this for more like my snowflake or ornament type shapes. And then the 10 would be for more of the closed mandalas that are, tighter. And then this is kind of an in-between. It's a 15 degree. And I would say you use them all pretty equally. So what you do is you go through and you just, follow along. And this is all I do for this. And I know some people use pencil, and they use pencil to draw their mandalas. I have never used pencil. I'm not sure why. I feel like when I use a pencil, it's not that I don't care as much, but it's like, oh, I can just erase it. And so I feel like maybe I'm not as mindful about what I'm doing. But with a pen, you kind of have to think things through. And it's kind of like chess a little bit, in that you have to look ahead a couple of moves. And that is especially true with the 10 degree dots, because like these are completely even. So they line up like this. They're all lined up. The tighter one, the 10 degree one, is not lined up like that. And if you start a pattern, and then you get 3/4 of the way around and you notice, oh no, it's not going to be even. Like, I can't do this design. And then you just kind of have to scrap it. And sometimes I'll do like more of an abstract. They're not technically mandalas, but they're definitely contained in a shape. Like a mandala technically is concentric circles. And then the freeform ones I do are, they're not technically mandalas, but and I don't really call them mandalas. I don't know if I call them anything. They're just kind of abstract blobs, and I'll show one to you here in a minute. The ones that I make in a circle shape, I do call those mandalas. So like something like this. So if I mess up one of my mandalas, sometimes I'll just do random shapes like this, and then I'll color them and then doodle inside of them. And then some I do like these weird random shapes like this. I haven't finished this, but this is an example. It's not technically I use some Zentangle. I think this is a Zentangle, but I make up my own shapes and I do my own thing. I liked the Zentangle for teaching me and giving me an eye for shape and what works and what doesn't work. But I found it too restrictive. I want to just be freeform and do whatever I want. And definitely with Zentangle, there's patterns that you do. And I'm a little more, I'm not a little, I'm definitely more freeform than that. So that's that. So then what I do is I just start making shapes. And so I have an idea in my head of what I would like to do. I love the more snowflakey ornament shaped mandalas this time of year. So I'm going to try for that. I don't know how it's going to turn out because I never really know where the pen and the mark making is going to take me. But this is how I do it. And this is how I kind of keep everything even without measuring and without using a straight edge or a compass. I just freeform. And it's not perfect. You can see by these shapes, this does not match that. And I'm okay with that. Again, not perfect. And I always turn my paper frequently. So I am going to actually fix this. Okay, so then that helps me. And so what I'll probably end up doing is more of that shape. Or maybe like something like this. So for the rest of these, I would do this. So I take whatever mistake I made and I integrate it into the design of the mandala because I make mistakes all the time. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to grab some markers. I think I'm going to use Sharpie. I don't usually use Sharpie, but all of my Tombos are downstairs, and I don't want to go get them. And I don't want to stop what I'm doing. So I'm going to grab some. Okay, so I'm just going to use these for lack of anything else that I have. And this is what I usually do. And I don't know if these are gonna soak through, but I did put another piece of paper underneath, just in case. So what I usually do is the center, I usually fill in the center, and then when I start going out, I will choose colors. Well, I'll just show you because I don't know how to describe it. Okay, so there's that. And there's this. That's the thing about Sharpies is this looks like a much lighter color than it is. Okay. And so then what I do is I kind of keep coloring out. Yeah, okay. So I'll do that. And then I'm going to use this. I love this color. So pretty. Okay. And this. Okay. And I want Thinking I want some silver. I don't know if I have a silver pen up. Yeah, I do. Okay, so this is a Uniball Signo. These are my favorite gel pens. Silver, gold, and white I use all the time. So, and I love them. They're super juicy. And I think I'm actually going to go right into here with that. Okay. Then, what's the color I haven't used this darker. Okay, so this is what I do. So every leg that is right here, this one, and this one, I will color just like this. Okay, that gives you like an idea of what I'm thinking about as I'm doing this. So for, I can't remember what color I used. So this is this color. I think this was that one, right? This one was this one. Yeah. Okay. So for this, I'm going to do the same color I did here, just for no reason other than that's just what I'm going to do. They're kind of close in color, like not color, but tone a little bit, but that'll be okay. Okay, so I have that one. And then I'm going to leave these big areas, I'm going to leave them white. I'm not going to color them to make it look more open, like a snowflake might look. But this, I think I'm going to go with dark. And I think I'm going to color the whole thing, including the line. And I do this sometimes. Okay, just like that. And then this, I'm gonna color this. This one's kind of a weird one because I'll have kind of like 3 legs. There we go. So then I need to do this, this, and this. This will be my third. So every one of these I will color just like I did here. Okay. So then this one, I'm going to do this triangle, this color. Okay. And I'm going to do this silver. Running out of ink, it looks like, even though it shows pretty full. Okay, I'm going to grab another one. And I'm going to do this one also silver. Okay. And this one I am going to do dark blue. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is off camera, I will color these in just like I have here. So this leg will be all this color. This leg will be this color. Where's the... Yeah, so 3. It's very confusing. This will go here. And then this will go here. So this is for every... oh, yeah, okay, I see. So all of these will be this color all the way around. And then this will be these ones. And then this will be these ones. So there'll be 4 of these, 4 of these, and 8, I guess, of these. Anyway, I'm going to color that, and then when I come back, we will, I'll show you how I doodle inside. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back with the mandala all colored in the way that I want it, and now I'm going to do some doodles inside of these. So because I used Sharpie, my white Signo Uniball gel pen should work without changing colors. If it's Tombow or any like water reactive type of ink, my white pen will turn whatever color this is. And I don't remember it doing on Sharpie, but we're going to find out. Sharpie is, I don't know if it's alcohol based, but it's permanent. So it should not, the white should not run through. So normally I do a black glaze pen for my doodling. It's been a long time since I've used white on a couple, but I've been using like my Tombow markers, and that doesn't really work with the Tombow markers. So then what I do is I come through, and you can't really see the dots here. I mean, I can, but I do some kind of design that then covers up the dot there. So I would do something like this. And I try to avoid, you know, getting past inside the line. I try to stay inside the line, is what I'm trying to say. I can't even see, oh, there it is. I can barely see this dot. Okay, and then I think I'm gonna do, I don't really want it to look like, I don't want it to look like an X. I think I'm gonna draw just a line up. Now it looks like an arrow. Okay. So now normally I would outline everything in black, but because, or this blue in the case of a snowflake looking type thing, but I am going to try the white. So the white, is this the gel? No, this one's the gel right here. Yeah, it didn't do as well on the water soluble one. It kind of turned a little bit green. It stays pretty white on the Sharpie, so I'm gonna try it. Honestly, if I don't like it, I will go back over it when it dries with probably black. But we're just because I'm having fun and experimenting, and I don't really know how well it's going to cover the black because I can't see it. Can't see it till it dries. Okay, so we got all finished with this. I did decide, you might have seen or might not, because I know it's sped up, so it's hard to see. I changed from the white gel pen to, or glaze, the white glaze pen to the white gel pen. I just I didn't like the way the gel pen was looking, and I was going to have to go over everything again anyway, so I just decided to use this. It's weird for me because I always outline my mandalas in something dark, as you can see here and here and here. And yeah, even the cooler ones. So it looks like this one I just did, This isn't black, but it's the blue. I really like the blue on this, but I don't have enough ink in my blue pen to do that. So, I mean, looking at this one and then looking at this one, they're very different. Of course, they're different colors, and this has bigger areas and all that kind of stuff, but it just looks weird to me, and that's just me. That doesn't have anything to do with, I think the mandala turned out beautiful. I love it. It's pretty. It would look really pretty on dark paper. That's usually what I do, the white outline on dark paper. I haven't worked on dark paper in quite a while, but there you go. So this is my first mandala of December 12/1 today. And that's that. So I hope you enjoyed this Mandala Monday. I know there's a lot of fast forwarding, but it's very hard for me to make my mandalas and talk at the same time, because the whole reason I started making them was to quiet my mind and go someplace peaceful, and that does work really well for me. So yeah, so there you go. So I hope you all have a great rest of your day. I hope you remember to be good to yourself, be kind to each other, and I will talk to you soon. Okay, bye.